One of the other things I want to cover in Shipshape every week in this little segment is books that are late. Everybody always asks me about late books. When's this coming out? When's that coming out? How come this is late? How come that is late? Here's a couple of items you may not be aware of that have been pushed back this week. Among them are Dark Reign Young Avengers number 3 and 4. Dark Reign Young Avengers you're not going to see as of right now until July the 29th, and Dark Reign Young Avengers number 4 won't be out until August 26th. Those are both pushed back till then. Also, the Powers Encyclopedia, which is perennially on the late list because it's so far down on the list of Brian Bendis' things to do, it's not even funny. But it's been pushed back again for the umpteenth millionth time to August 5th, 2009. Don't expect to see it August 5th, but that's the current date for it, August 5th. As well as, Kabuki Reflections 14, another icon book that is way down on the list of things that are coming out. Kabuki Reflections 14 has been pushed back to July the 22nd as of right now. Check back next week to find out if they've been pushed back farther. Now, this right here. This is Marvel's Eye of the Camera number 1. This is a 6-issue miniseries which began the first issue. I've got it right here. The first issue shipped on December the 4th, 2008. And it had a pretty good track record after that as far as shipping goes. The second issue came out on the 1st of January, or 2nd of January, 2009. Third issue came out on the 28th of January, 2009. It's all about a month apart. That's doing just fine. The fourth issue came out on the 22nd of February, which is just fine. Okay, it's still doing fine. The fifth issue, this one right here, shipped on April the 22nd, 2 months later. Now, the reason I'm mentioning all this is this book has just wound up on the late list again. The last and final issue of this book has been rescheduled to November the 11th, 2009. That means the last issue of this 6-issue miniseries will ship almost a year after the first issue came out. Why has this book been pushed back? Why is this book fallen so far off his schedule just in the last 2 issues? Some people think it might be because Kurt Busiek has medical problems, which could possibly be it, although Roger Stern has taken over the co-writing chores on this book as of number 3. So if Stern wanted to, he could have wrapped this book up. I think the big problem with this book is the same problem you had with the Hellcat series. It started out strong, and then the numbers for it probably went in the toilet over at Marvel, just like they've done with this book. This book started out strong. It was supposedly the sequel to Marvel's, and it hasn't sold worth a damn. And I think that the problem with this book is nobody cares about it over at Marvel anymore, and they assume that you don't care about it either anymore. And to a certain extent, that might be true because nobody's asking me about this book. So they just throw it on the schedule and say whenever. They don't care when it comes out. So don't be surprised if you don't see this book until the beginning of next year. And that's our basket case comic for the week.